Alrighty. So, I really wanted to touch on the notes here with the talk with the designers, future optimizations, and new seasons. Just give my thoughts and impressions and interpretations of what certain things mean. So we'll just start off by reading. Hi everyone. The final update for Song of Strife season is coming soon. We've been closely monitoring your feedback and suggestions across various platforms, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for your input. Now we'll cover the major changes in the upcoming update, yada yada yada. Very nice. Major adjustments in version 1.17. Alright, to celebrate the launch of AFK Journey in the new countries and regions on August 8th, we will update the hero list for all heroes available event and adjust some of the event rewards in 1.17 version update. Players who have already claimed these rewards will receive compensation to cover the difference. I'm not really sure what that means. My guess is that's the time gate thing to get the heroes. So we'll see how that goes. Pretty much have everybody anyway, so it's not really a big concern. They made us for the newer servers, so we'll see them. To enhance the competitive experience, we're narrowing the gap between server ranking rewards. I have my avatar that I use. I have that. I usually just use what's in the background there. So yeah. So let's see, temporal shards. So this is gonna be pretty good here. This is, I don't know. It's not really gonna affect me because like if you're in the top, it's not gonna affect you. But it'll be nice for the people below because it'll give them a chance to get the temporal essence. So I think this will be helpful to people below that are more free to play. So it's a little more free to play friendly. They've been needing to get it. It's just harder to. They'll be able to get some, but not too much to where they won't get like a huge boost in power, but they get some boost in power. So that's nice. Sure. You can go ahead and ask. Alright, then what do we have? We have new daily quests such as recruit one time will be added, allowing you to earn extra diamond reward. Interesting. It just sounds like they're gonna add a new quest to the quests where if you like use your envelope or whatever that you get like from the guild store for 210, you get extra diamonds. So it sounds like more of like a rebate. Interesting. Alright, we're also updating some of the features in the starter story. That's gonna be to help out the new servers and the new countries. So I don't think that's really gonna affect us too much for those of us who've gotten pretty far. Alright, then what do we have? Season optimizations, season experience optimizations. This is a big one. We are introducing new items that let you swap the tier and exclusive equipment progress between two heroes of the same quality. I do, but if you can message me on Twitter, that's easier. That's where everybody else message me. That's where I talk to all my other artists at. These items can offer a chance to reset a hero and can reduce the cost of hero development. You'll be able to earn them through in-game events. So that'll help you if you made like mistakes early on. It sounds like from just in talking with other people, it sounds like the philosophy on this is that you're not going to be able to use it for new heroes. It's going to be for old heroes. So if you made mistakes early on, or you don't have like a huge invested roster and you have a couple mistakes, sure. I'm not looking to commission anything, but you can send me anything you want. Here, I'll drop it in the Discord. Give me one sec. Or in the chat. It is sec. I just looked it up the other day and now I can't remember. Yep. I think it's this. That should be my Discord. Alright, so you'll be able to. Alright, so yeah, so sounds like you'll be able to swap between the older heroes and not the new heroes. Okay. Where did I hit? Oh, there we go. That fixes that. I always manage to always hit my my emote buttons because I manage to use them. I'm pretty good like that. By accident, anyway. Alrighty, starting in September, starter story players will be able to unlock seasonal content once they hit Resonance level 240. So that sounds to me like they're just going to be able to skip the requirements for the AFK stages. And that's just going to help out people on newer servers. So I'm not too worried about that. Sure. As previously announced, we will balance the XP and essence rewards from AFK stages in early season. We're also working on several optimizations to minimize the resonance level gap among players during their first week in the season. This will help everyone enjoy the new content at their own pace. Season schedules between servers will be based on how long the servers have been open. That doesn't sound like it changes. Just sounds like we're going to get more XP and essence to match progress. So we don't have the big, like, I don't have enough XP to level as much. I don't have enough dust to level as much. So that hopefully that'll help that, but we'll see. So we can like level at like a more steady, even pace, or maybe it'll just be time gated. We'll see what they decide to do. We understand that the starting with the Season 1 Resonance level can feel like a setback, which can be frustrating. This is a misconception because the stat bonuses from your starter story Resonance level are always effective. We'll optimize the design to make it feel more seamless. Starting with the new season, your starter Resonance level will be the... Okay, so it just sounds like instead of starting over from 1, yeah, we'll start at 240. So they just changed the number, so it doesn't. So you just lose your seasonal levels, and then you'll go back to the your main level. Got it. Alrighty. So that's not too bad. Alright, here's the big ones. Season settlement. A new season will begin in September as the Song of Strife season concludes. All seasonal hero upgrades, progress, rankings, and rewards in seasonal modes will be reset. Your server will join a new district when the new season begins. So it looks like we're moving out of district, so they're not doing anything with the current server setup. That's a little disappointing about the server news because there's a lot of like dead servers or dying servers out there, so that's a little disappointing. I wanted to see something with like a server merger or something, so the guilds that are struggling or servers that are struggling and people that are stuck on dead servers can at least have the chance to move around and that type of thing. Alright, at the beginning of the new season, you'll receive rewards based on your progress with season resonance level, season equipment, season artifacts, season magic charms from Song of Strife season. We'll share details. I'm curious if this is going to include our stage progression or not. Although, stage progression is going to be a big part of this because stage progression gives you your XP. XP gives your resonance level. Season kind of gives you the seasonal equipment, but if you're pretty far along, you're going to max that out anyway. But it gives you the levels. Then with the levels, you can do the towers. With the towers, you can get the items you need to upgrade the artifacts. Because if you push stages pretty far, you're going to end up with a ton of the one resource. And you'll need the other resource. Alrighty. So we'll see how that goes. I'm interested to see if they'll give us anything for the stages, because that does play into that. But it looks like everything may be a derivative of how far we push, with no actual tie to how far we actually push. So we'll see. New season highlights. We are introducing new events requiring strategic hero lineups and offering abundant rewards. On top of that, we will also refine existing modes such as Arcane Labyrinth and Honor Duel and increase the rewards. Here's a sneak peek at a brand new feature in, fishing. Whoa. Alright, so let's talk about the first part. New events. Awesome. Excited. We need new events. Strategic hero lineups. Sounds a lot like Crystal Clash. Hope it's something like that. Had a blast doing that. Maybe it'll be more PvE related. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm excited. I love Crystal Clash. If it's anything like that, it's going to be a lot of fun. Alright, we'll dissect the next part. Adding rewards to Arcane Labyrinth and Honor Duel. That's great. Arcane Labs, currently we just run for score each week. And there's no real benefit to running it. So this is one of the things I suggested, and I know other people have suggested that Arcane Labs should have some kind of reward. Hopefully it'll tie to just floor 15, so it'll make it obtainable for everybody. And maybe it's just something we have to do like once a week. Maybe they'll have like the ranking and it'll tie into the ranking, but we'll see. Honor Duel, I don't really think that needed an adjustment to the reward scheme. So maybe hopefully they'll fix something with that. Fishing, I don't understand why people have to put fishing in every game. I don't understand why it needs to be in every game. It doesn't need to be in this game. I hope there's not like a huge amount of rewards tied to it, because that or the fishing one's very easy. I don't like complex fishing in games. If it's too complex, I just skip it and I don't do it like Stellar played. It was too complex. Skipped it. World of Warcraft, it's easy, but it was too grindy. So most of the time, I skipped it. I did some of it, but most of the time, skipped it. I could like, and then Fire Emblem, 3 houses. It was a bit complex. It wasn't too bad, but I needed to do it for rewards, so I was kind of like forced into doing it. Didn't really care for it. Don't understand why they have to have fishing in every game these days. It's not needed. It doesn't add anything to the game. Kind of bummed about that, but again, maybe it won't have like huge rewards tied to it, so we'll have to wait and see them. Alright, Guild has always been a key social feature in AFK Journey, and we hope you can fully enjoy the fun of multiplayer mode and social interaction with your guildmates. As such, we've prepared a new Guild event for the new season, and we're also working on the highly anticipated Guild administration functions. Not sure. Maybe this is like Guild versus Guild. That's something we speculated that was going to come down the line earlier. Maybe it's something more along the lines of Guild Supremacy or Battle Drills. So I'm just going to kind of wait and see. I don't know what they're going to do with Guild administration functions. Not really an administrator in the Guild. All I do is approve and try to recruit. Maybe they'll have some better recruitment tools. That'd be nice. But we'll see. Alright, we are providing more customizations, options, and cosmetics to allow you to showcase your personality and uniqueness. This includes features like changing the color of your avatar, and giving you the freedom to share diversified information on your profile page. Okay. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Always a fan of more cosmetic options. For free, we're excited to introduce a new faction-based mechanic in the upcoming season. This will allow you to give 1 or 2 of your heroes their team new abilities that will greatly boost their strengths in battle. This mechanic will add a new layer to your battle strategies and allow for more creative when building your team. So it sounds like it'll play a little bit. It'll be like a step up from the faction bonus. Like you'll get like a team bonus. Maybe you'll get like a role bonus for having like a rogue or a support or a mage, something like that. Anything to break up the current meta that's stale, I'm all for it. Alright, well, just the mechanics each season to keep your experience fresh and engaging. It will be available in specific modes like Legend Trial to avoid major disruptions to resource acquisition and modes such as Dream Realm. Okay. So it looks like it will touch, so it'll be like Legend Trial, probably stages. Doesn't seem like it's going to affect Dream Realm, so it probably won't change the meta there too much, which is kind of nice. We'll see how it goes. Feel free to tell us what you think about these updates. We're rolling out some of the updates and optimization based on your feedback, including less grinding, preset formations. That's nice. That way I can just kind of drop thing up. Dueling between friends. I'm a little, I don't know. I know a lot of people want it because they want more stuff to do and to be able to test more, and that's fine, but it kind of gives an advantage to certain people when they're trying to attack. They can have a friend mimic somebody else's defense and just kind of like work with them to find a way to get through it without actually have to use their tries in arena. So it's a little, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it plays out. Alright, rate up recruitment info. Many of you are curious about the rate up recruitment is available for A-level heroes. Here's the reasoning behind our design. First, the recruitment system in our game works differently from those in others. The rate up recruitment designed to make it easier for you to get the hero you want. New heroes will be available by rate up. Makes sense. Recruitment for a limited time. Makes sense. Once the event ends, they can move to the wishlist selected list. That's fine. That makes sense. Second, there's no significant power gap between A and S level heroes. That's true, because if you go back to like Arena, when I first did Arena, there was only one good. They had like the two tiers. I think it was like S and A, their equivalent. It was like Legendary and Mythic or whatever. I don't know. It was forever ago. In that game, if they weren't S, they were A, and the only good A character was Arden, and everybody else was trash. And here you have a lot of quality out of the A category. Like Arden's A, he's awesome. Almost is A, he's awesome. You have characters like Sylvina, Marilee, Corin, Coco, a lot of big role players are A tier, and they add a lot to the teams and a lot to comps. So that's good. Each hero has a unique role. That's true. All in all, just go ahead and recruit the heroes you like. That's true, but not true. I mean, there's an order of like who's good for what. Who's good for PvE, who's good for PvP, who's good for Dream Realm, that type of thing, and then you have the crossover. Who's good for both? Who's only good for one? Who's only good for the other? Kind of affects it. Who's yum. Alright, so yeah, that's kind of everything I wanted to cover. I think this was the same, everything that was the same in the Twitter post. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hey, any improvements, always welcome. There's some things that I would like to see that they didn't discuss, like Arena DK, because now we have the issue with the zombie account sitting out there in Arena. Like, I mean, everybody has this on every server, and this is like a huge problem. Here, if we go to the rankings, right, you have a lot of these zombie accounts. So you have a zombie account sitting at 3, and it's not just like a small account. This is a whale account, a dead whale account, and it was just sitting there at 3, and there's only there's only 2 people that can beat it down. So until we like significantly beat it down, and the risk of beating it down is not worth it, because the reward's just not there. You lose a lot more when you lose than you gain when you win, especially when you're attacking someone of a lower rank. And like all these people, they have no shot. But if you just go down like the list, like the other accounts, they start to drop off. But you have here's another zombie account in the top 20. Here's another zombie account, another zombie account, another zombie account, another zombie account, another zombie account. All these not in guild accounts, they're zombie accounts. They all used to be in my guild. They all quit, and then we just replaced them with other people. But you could see it's just all these like not in guild. All these zombie accounts. They weren't in our guild, but zombie. This is another one of those ones that was like a whale account that they quit. So is that Alyssa one up there. So you have all these zombie accounts that are sitting there, and they've been active for weeks now. They really seem to have like a DK. And I suggested maybe like inactive for 2 weeks. 10 point DK every day for that you're inactive. After that point, if you're a whale and you come back, you can easily get that back. You do your 10 attacks. You can easily attack someone higher, stronger. You can easily get 170 points back. So if you're out for like 10 days and you lose 70 points, you know, so that's almost like 3.5 weeks you're out. You lose 70 points, you can easily get that back, no problem. So that's one thing. And then you have the same, and it's not just that you have that issue there. As been pointed out, you have the same exact issue with Honor Duel because they never did anything to reset the scores in Honor Duel. So you have dead accounts sitting in Honor Duel, like this guy here, dead account, dead account, dead account, dead account. Anybody not in a guild's a dead account at this point, and they're all sitting in top ranks, and their ratings don't decay, so there's nothing you can do, and it's very hard to get points in here. The attack isn't worth it. That's one thing that I wish they had mentioned. I know they said better rewards, but they need to have rating decay. So at least make people do it like once every 2 weeks to maintain their rating. Otherwise, just have it drop off. So that was one of the things. I know they said preset formations. I don't know if that's going to include battle presets. I wanted something with battle presets because you have the manual iron right from the start. Half the time you waste your first run because you forgot to turn off auto on the last run. So you can't do that. So battle that annoying, and that because the heroes shift around depending on your comp. So he might be quick key 3, and then all of a sudden he's quick key 2 or quick key 4, and you forget and you fuck up right off the beginning, and it's no fun. So we'll see. Hopefully, I'm hoping they add that in too, and that's part of the preset formations thing. But we'll have to wait and see. So alright, so that's that topic.